We are 5 Live. I'm Bobby T.
I'm Martin.
And right now we are talking about Marvel Legends. All right, Martin. So we got a few things here. We got some Marvel Legends going.
I got some good deals. Yes, these are from 3 separate lines. I've been collecting a lot of the Build-A-Figure of Mantis, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 line. I have pretty much the entire line with the exception of the Ex Nihilo figure because I really don't care about it.
Well, the streets are about to run red with its blood as they are literally everywhere.
Yes, yeah.
It's just, let's start sacrificing them.
They've been discounted to $9 pretty much everywhere you go. I got most of them at Targets. I got this one at a Walmart. Yeah, so if you were looking for anything in that line, now's the time to get it because you can find them everywhere. Every Walmart I went to within the past couple of days has had something of this line.
So now you were recently saying too you had found this and that it didn't work out well because all the parts were taken out of it. I didn't think you were going to find it.
I'd found it in a different Walmart and both accessories for her were gone. They were just not in the package. So I did not buy it because obviously I would like the complete figure despite me only buying them on sale.
Yeah.
I want the complete
Still
figure.
want the whole thing at the very least, right?
So, but yeah, I'm very, very happy with this. And I'm very happy that I was able to get this. Then the next next 2 figures I picked up, it is the ManThing Build-A-Figure line. And they are the Marvel Netflix line, Jessica Jones and Daredevil. They also have a Punisher and Elektra in this line, as well as keeping in the same family, a Blade and a Bullseye.
The Blade is awesome.
The Blade is awesome looking. I have the Blade and the Punisher. I was able to pick those up.
Doesn't look like Wesley Snipes though.
It does not, which is what I like about it. It looks more like comic book.
Yeah,
Blade.
it does look like Tomb of Dracula.
Exactly.
Like that's in my mind I'm going, where did he first come in?
Yes. But not the Gene Colan Tomb of Dracula Blade. That's not what it looks like. Then he would have an afro. He'd be wearing a
that crazy
shirt.
jaw, the crazy jaw that he had going on.
So I already have the Punisher and the Blade from this series. I was able to find these two again, $9 a piece. Is ridiculous. This Jessica Jones is spot on, as well as this Daredevil.
So how into the ManThing are you?
Not at all.
Okay, because I remember you had gotten that Punisher and Blade were loose at a convention, so you didn't get the build.
Yeah, they weren't loose. They were in box, but they didn't have the Build-A-Figure pieces. So I'm not really...
Once it's been open, it might as well be loose.
Yeah. But I'm not really sad that I missed out on a ManThing figure. Yeah. It's not really what I'm looking for. I do want to grab the Bullseye from that series, though, because it is awesome looking. The alternate head is amazing. He's got a mad grin on, and he's missing the tooth because Daredevil beat it out of him.
He's awesome.
So
yeah, it reminds me of an old wizard joke actually with this ManThing. This guy was trying to justify why Quasar was so awesome, and he says he even in all this man's reasoning, he says he even came down and made ManThing feel like a true human when he kissed him on his head, and the only response to this whole thing was Quasar kiss ManThing. Love it. Every time I hear ManThing, it's what I think about. So this figure, however,
this is ridiculous. This is the
one.
Thor Ragnarok series. It's the Build-A-Figure is the Gladiator Hulk. In this line is Loki, Hela, Jane Foster Thor, Unworthy Thor, and Ares. I want the Ares so bad. It is amazing looking. Jane Foster Thor would also be a nice pull. And then the Build-A-Figure, I might have to just buy the pieces on eBay. I'm not interested.
He's awesome.
I'm not interested in any of the other figures, but that the Hulk is ridiculous.
He's
Gladiator
huge too.
Hulk, and he's massive. Yeah.
And he actually comes with the helmet, so you really have a good idea as to how big this figure really is when you see the helmet and go, it's almost as the same height up to his knee on the Thor. So you imagine this thing's got to be 10 inches, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So this is Gladiator Thor from Thor Ragnarok. He comes with the 2 blades. He does not have Mjolnir because he's dead. And yeah, let's take a look and see what he looks like. Can't wait. Again, $9 for this, which is ridiculous because this came out. Thor Ragnarok came out
recently. Yeah, this is only in the recent past. A lot of places are doing this. It's the post Christmas clearance.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this helmet alone right there, it's got 2 inches roughly. That's nuts, man. It's gonna be a massive, massive figure.
Good God.
the plastic on it is soft, which is actually what I like, because then you're not kind of beholden to that McFarlane, oh no, if I move it, it's going to snap right off.
Exactly.
So that's not really something that's going to happen. One of the things I really liked about this figure actually was the swords. I really love that he doesn't come with a hammer.
Yeah, he comes with the 2 swords from his gladiator times. He has the kind of futuristic type of armor that he wears, as well as the helmet. Unfortunately, the helmet is not removable, but the cape is. You can move it around.
So, but honestly, these Marvel Legends, a lot of the heads, if they don't just pop off because they're made to have multiple heads, you just have to boil a little custom tip here, actually. Just boil a little bit of water in a teapot, or even just the hot water on your water dispenser if you have one. Soak the head for a little bit. It makes the plastic nice and soft, and they pop right off.
Oh, there you go.
Geez, the head alone on this thing is 50% larger than Thor's head. This thing's massive.
But these swords, the swords that he comes with are very, very cool. The cape actually there are holes on Thor so that the cape sits in it, so it's not just free hanging. The details on the swords are actually super cool about this. Because, has the markings and such to make it futuristic, that 80s futuristic look.
The future version of everything. That is what I really did like about Thor Ragnarok, was that feel of really the 80s, that retro-y kind of feel to it. Yeah. The future, as the 80s told it.
Exactly.
So
Jeff Goldblum.
Here, let's move on. We're going to talk about the Jessica Jones.
Yes.
I do like... Here, just pass that.
Yep. There you go.
I do like the articulation that is on this Jessica Jones. She, usually with the female figures, they get hippie because they have a ball-jointed hips usually, and they look weird. This doesn't have that.
It does not have. It has
they really fixed that.
It has the articulation mid-thigh, actually, which is nice, and it has the double articulated knees, and, the leather jacket. Obviously, the leather jacket is part of it. You can take it off, but it wouldn't look right. It's ridiculous how well this character, was sculpted as far as the looks are concerned. It looks just like Jessica Jones from the television show. It's ridiculous. And then you get a big giant ManThing body, which will be hitting eBay soon.
Yes, exactly. Straight to eBay with you.
And then the other thing I got from that line, which is the Daredevil, he's got kind of a loose arm here, but I'll deal with that.
Yeah, you do have to work these out. When you do, you got to be fairly careful. You can gare these really easily.
Yes.
So you do have to be kind of mindful of it. But even on the knees, a lot of times to get the knee to fully bend back, it is hard right out of the package to get it to bend in those 2 spots. So you do have to work it a little bit. These joints are not ratcheting, but they do have a set point. There's a position. The older Marvel Legends didn't really have that, and over time they really wore out. So you have like dangly legs almost.
So they all look like Professor X.
Well, a little joke about that Professor X is the Professor X from the X-Men movie, the original X-Men movie, cannot and will not stand up. They made it so that the joint on the hip is very, very loose, and he's top heavy. So if you go to stand him up, he flumps over and falls flat on his face. That is awesome.
You can actually put the 2 batons together to create the longer baton, or keep them separate and put one in each hand. It also comes apart, and he has a holder, and it fits. They both fit.
Oh, that is one of my favorite things, is sheaths and holders for things.
Yeah.
I love helmets. I love... so that's why I think this line, just Marvel Legends in general, has really, really done it for me, because they give you everything.
It does come with 2 hands, 2 sets of hands, so that you can you can make them have a closed fist, or you can get the...
Even the texture on it is really, really nice, and it seems consistent. You don't see any weird texture lines where the sculptor maybe had to use that texturing piece and then overlap. None of that appears here. It's all clean. Yeah, really love this figure.
And then this Nebula, again, the sculpting on it just looks absolutely perfect.
She's awesome.
As you can tell, they did not do the same thing with. They did the same thing with Nebula as they did with Jessica Jones. She's not very hippie. She has the mid thigh point there, and she comes with a gun as well as a changeable arm for her robot arm, so that you can give her a.
These are awesome.
Pincer.
So yeah, these are all great deals, Martin. Again, pick these up for $9 each. You just got to get out there and look for them.
Yeah, especially Walmart. They've been doing some Walmarts have the clearance aisle. Some of them are just putting all of their clearance stuff in just right outside their toy section.
Yeah.
So definitely make sure you look around. I honestly almost walked out and missed all of these. I would have been very upset.
Yeah, you sent me that text with a bare aisle,
Yes.
and then it turns out, no, they actually have everything.
Yep,
as it turns
exactly.
out. So, with that, we've been 5 Alive. I'm Bobby T.
I'm Martin.
And don't forget, guys, you bought it because you love it. That's all that matters.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and check us out at 5 Alive VP on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And we'll be coming up soon with a new blog where you'll be able to find out way more about the stuff that you're looking at here on the table and a lot of the other stuff we'll be doing here in the future. And